MACD indicator explained, and the strategy shown on how to make money with it. So let's jump right in. And most people trade this incorrectly, like they trade most indicators, which is why most people don't think indicators work. I'm here to tell you indicators always work, and indicators are never wrong. How's that for a start out with a controversy? So the way most people read indicators, MACD or any other indicator, is they just say, oh, okay, if the lines of the indicator are going up, then we should buy. And that works sometimes. And it does not work most of the time. And then people come to the conclusion, oh, indicators don't work. That is wrong. First of all, they always work. And the problem is most people don't even know what an indicator is. So let's get really controversial here. But these lines here, this is not the indicator. That is not the indicator. But Barry, it says right there, MACD. Isn't that the MACD indicator? No, it is not. Let me show you what the indicator really is. So we can do this by just pulling up here. We've got Trading View, and let me grab the thing there. There you go. All right, so that, my friends, is the indicator. That's the real indicator. Indicators are math functions, and they are not the lines on your chart. The lines are the plotting of this math function. And if you're going to be a professional trader, you've got to go beyond what the average person does. Most people are just watching at the line, think that means something. It does mean something. The problem is they don't know what it means. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go in and learn all this coding, or that you have to learn to be a PhD in mathematics from MIT. I'm certainly not. In fact, math was my very worst subject in school. But you do need to understand what it means, and that's what I'm here to share with you today so that you can trade it effectively. So let's go in and let me explain to you what it actually means. MACD stands for Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD. People sometimes just call it MACD, and I guess that's fine, but MACD is faster to say, and that's what it stands for. MA stands for Moving Average, and C, Convergence, D, Divergence. I'm going to simplify this down to its rawest form. In fact, we're going to do two videos. We're going to do two parts on this because we really need to break it down. So I'm going to take off everything except for the actual MACD line right now. There's your MACD line. I've left that on. And I've also plotted two moving averages here. So I want you to see what these are. First of all, we've got, these are EMAs. And this one is a 12-period exponential moving average. This one's also an exponential moving average, and this one is a 26-period moving average. And that's because when we go into the MACD, you'll see that these are the traditional lengths, 12 and 26. Fast length, slow length. So this one line, this one, as I've got a colored blue line, all that is measuring is whether these two moving averages, the 12 and the 26 exponential, are converging together or diverging away from each other. Moving average convergence, divergence. Literally, let's look at what that looks like. When this line is going up, what that is telling you is that these two moving averages are getting further and further apart. Here they're close together. Here they're further apart. Here they're even more further apart. Here they're even more further apart. Here they get less far apart. That's it. That's what the indicator measures. And that's why it's not as simple as just trading in the direction of the line of MACD. It's really simply measuring how far those two moving averages are, not from each other, but how far they're moving away from each other or moving toward each other. Let me give you another example. If you're going to just trade in the direction of the MACD indicator, it's pretty sideways, right? Basically, it's just pretty sideways, chopping a little bit. However, price action is actually moving up, and it is making a higher high. It moves from, well, this is the S&P, so it moves up more than 10 points. But not the MACD indicator. Why is that? Because of the definition of the indicator, the mathematical function is, again, measuring what? Do you remember? Type it in if you remember. Do a little quiz. You can pause the video if you want to. This way you get feedback loops for yourself and remember it. So it is simply measuring how far these two moving averages are moving away from each other or moving toward each other, not how far they are from each other. So the distance from here to here is roughly about the same as from there to there, roughly about the same from there to there, roughly about the same from there to there, roughly about the same from there to there. So they're not moving away from each other. They're both moving up, but they're staying roughly parallel. And so there is no convergence or divergence, the CD of the MAs. They're just kind of wiggling sideways. But yeah, price is moving up. But in this way, how I see a MACD indicator is an acceleration indicator. Our price is moving up in a more accelerated way over the last 12 bars than over the last 26 bars. Very, very specific. And measuring those bars weighted on average with a weighting on the more recent data. That's why it's an exponential moving average. To really drive home the point, make it more clear. As you see here, the MACD is moving down. So is that bearish? No, not necessarily. In fact, if you notice through here, it's not even a moving average crossover. Sometimes people think there's moving average crossover involved. Not in the MACD line. We'll cover that in part 2 of the video series here on MACD. But we still have the green moving average, the 12 exponential, above the red one, the 26 exponential. It stays above it. The fast moving average stays above the slower moving average, but MACD moves down. So why is it moving down? Well, again, it has to do with convergence and divergence only. So here we see that, yeah, the distance between the two moving averages is getting closer and closer. In other words, they're converging. And because they're converging, the MACD goes down. And then it's still very, very close here. But then when the lines start converging, this was diverging in the opposite direction, then MACD starts going back up. People sometimes mistakenly use MACD as a trend indicator. Horrible, horrible, horrible idea. Again, MACD essentially just floating sideways here, but the trend, the direction of the market, the long-term direction of the market is clearly up. MACD is not giving you the direction of the market. It is only telling you if it's accelerating or decelerating. That's it. Think of it in terms of, is the market speeding up or is it slowing down? But it's not measuring direction or trend in and of itself. Now we're going to stop right here. And again, please apply this point to all indicators. You must understand what the indicator is actually measuring, and then it will tell you how to read it in your charts. And that alone will give you a huge advantage over other traders. My favorite indicator that, again, amateur traders never look at is timing. And I actually share this with my viewers for free, my market timing indicator. I use this on every single trade I take, and it shows me exactly the right time to enter the market as well as exit the market. Get it at indicatorwebinar.com. My gift to you, and watch for part 2 to this video coming out soon.